In this lecture, we are going to learn about chapter number 2 of accounts, class 11th. The name of the chapter is Dual Effect of Transactions and the Types of Accounts. Economic transactions. The first type in this, what we are going to learn is economic transaction. So, what is economic transaction? First of all, in the books of accounts, only economic transactions are recorded. So, you need to understand what exactly is economic transaction. So, the economic transactions, the transactions which can be measured in terms of money, and where the exchange of money in cash is to be made immediately or it can be made in the near future, that is termed as economic transaction. So, meaning thereby there is an exchange of goods or services or assets that are termed as economic transactions. It may create a relation of a debtor or a creditor, meaning thereby क्रेडिट ट्रांजेक्शन. क्रेडिट ट्रांजेक्शन्स का सिंपल सा मतलब उधार में जो ट्रांजेक्शन्स होते हैं जहां पे पैसे बाद में पे किए जा सकते हैं, बाद में लिए जा सकते हैं. सो इट क्रिएट्स अ रिलेशन ऑफ अ डेटर एंड अ क्रेडिटर. सो दे आर नोन एज द इकोनॉमिक ट्रांजेक्शन्स. So business transactions can be classified into economic and non-economic transactions. In the economic transactions, cash and credit. So cash transaction, credit transaction, other transactions, and internal, external. So what is the meaning of the term non-economic transaction? See, any order placed or any order received, यहाँ पे सिर्फ ऑर्डर प्लेस हुआ है, ट्रांजेक्शन हुआ नहीं है. गुड्स सर्विसेज एक्सचेंज नहीं हुए, पैसे एक्सचेंज नहीं हुए, और नेदर एनीथिंग हैज बीन ट्रांसफर्ड, कोई ओनरशिप ट्रांसफर नहीं हुई है. दे आर नोन एज नॉन इकोनॉमिक ट्रांजेक्शंस. सो टाइप्स ऑफ ट्रांजेक्शंस, that is some may be the cash transactions, some may be the credit transactions, and they are the economic transactions. So basically cash and credit. So we are going on to learn how to identify whether it is a cash transaction or a credit transaction. So types of transaction to be identified as cash. So money is received, paid immediately, in cash or by check. So cash transaction or bank transaction. Talking about credit transaction, money is not paid or received immediately and a relation of debtor creditor is created. They are termed as credit transaction. So cash transaction and credit transaction. So how to identify whether it is a cash transaction? So the simple conditions. The first condition is only mode of payment is given. Only mode of payment is given. Example, goods of rupees 5,000 purchased for cash. The word is for cash. That is the mode of payment given. Second condition is mode of payment and name both are given. Mode of payment is given and name is also given. Example, goods of rupees 5,000 purchased for cash. So mode of payment is given. From Tom, name is given. So mode of payment, name both given, it is a cash transaction. Third condition, you are neither given with the mode of payment nor you are given with the name. दोनों में से कुछ भी नहीं दिया है. Goods of rupees 5,000 sold or purchased, whatever it is, they are termed as cash transaction. So three conditions. First condition, only mode of payment given. Second, mode of payment and name is given. Third one, neither mode of payment nor name is given. All the three pertains to cash transaction. So how to identify the credit transaction? Only name is given. Example, goods of ₹6,000 sold to Jerry. यहाँ पे सिर्फ नाम दिया हुआ है, जेरी नाम दिया हुआ है. So it is a credit transaction. Let's identify the transactions, whether it is a cash or a credit transaction. So the first one, goods sold in cash. The word is cash. Mode of payment is given. So first one is a cash transaction. Next one, goods purchased for ₹800. ना मोड ऑफ पेमेंट दिया है ना नाम दिया हुआ है. So it is a cash transaction. Third one, goods of 900 sold to Meena. Only name has been given. खाली नाम दिया है. Credit transaction. Goods of ₹2,000 sold to Nuttan for cash. Name, mode of payment, both given. Cash transaction. Salary paid, expense made, नाम नहीं दिया हुआ है, सिर्फ पेमेंट किया है. सैलरी पेड, कैश ट्रांजेक्शन. इंश्योरेंस प्रीमियम पेड, कैश ट्रांजेक्शन. सेवेंथ वन, अंडरस्टैंड द क्वेश्चन. गुड्स ऑफ ₹200 रिसीव्ड एज फ्री सैंपल्स. नथिंग इज गोइंग आउट. नथिंग इज गोइंग आउट. ना आपको पैसे पे करने हैं, ना डेटर क्रेडिटर का रिलेशन एस्टेब्लिश हो रहा है. Hence, it is a non-economic transaction. Eighth one, furniture purchased from Shriji Furniture Mart. नाम दिया हुआ है. Only name. Credit transaction. ₹3,000 paid for advertisement. Paid word. You have paid. So it is a cash transaction. Commission received. Commission received, you are receiving the money. Cash transaction. Goods of ₹5,000 purchased for cash. Mode of payment is given and payment is done by check. तो बैंक ट्रांजेक्शन है, कैश ट्रांजेक्शन है. It is a cash transaction. When the word is either cash or check, it is a cash transaction. The rest all, there is either the payment made or the payment received by check. Hence, all the transactions are cash transaction. Coming on to the types of accounts. In accounts, we have three types of accounts. The three types are personal, real, and nominal. We have three types of accounts: personal account, real account, and nominal account. How to identify the types of accounts? How to identify the types of accounts? So the first one, the rule for the personal accounts. Personal account का rule हमें ये बोलता है, the first one is name of the person, name of any person. You know me by Parag, so that is my name, name of any person. आपका नाम, आपके मम्मी पापा का नाम, brothers, sisters, सबका नाम, that are all name of any person. So yes, Tom, Jerry, etc., etc., etc. Second one is name of artificial person. Next one is name of any artificial person. PG ग्रुप ट्यूशन, ये आर्टिफिशियल लीगल एंटिटी हुआ. कोई भी इंस्टीट्यूट, कोई भी बैंक का नाम, कोई भी स्कूल का नाम, कोई भी कॉलेज का नाम, कोई भी मेडिकल स्टोर का नाम, कोई भी हॉस्पिटल का नाम, एनीथिंग, राइट, दैट आर ऑल आर्टिफिशियल पर्सन and hence it will be a part of personal account. Capital, drawings, debtors, creditors, income tax, These are all personal account. Next one, prefix or suffix used. प्रीफिक्स आगे कोई वर्ड है, जैसे सैलरी के आगे प्रीपेड सैलरी, अनपेड सैलरी. सफिक्स कमीशन रिसीव्ड इन एडवांस, कमीशन येट टू बी रिसीव्ड, एनीथिंग. सो प्रीफिक्स, सफिक्स. सो अगेन, पर्सनल अकाउंट, name of any person, name of any artificial person, capital, drawings, debtors, creditors, income tax, etc., etc., and the prefix and the suffix used. Real account. Two things to remember for the real account, and that is goods and assets. Goods, purchase account, purchase return, sales, sales return, etc., etc. Pertaining to assets, it may be fixed assets, current assets, whatever it is. Cash balance, bank balance, furniture, land, building, so and so on. Machine, furniture, etc., etc. Right? So two things to remember in the real account, and that is goods and assets. Third one is nominal account. So nominal account consists of expenses, losses. What are the expenses? Salary, commission, bad debts, loss by any means, discount allowed, etc., etc. These are the expenses and losses. The second one is the incomes and the gains. So salary received, commission received, brokerage received, discount received. These are all the incomes or the gains. So nominal account basically consists of expenses and losses, incomes and gains. If you are given only with the word salary and paid or received is not given, consider it as an expense. Same way commission या कोई भी जहाँ पे पेड या रिसीव्ड वर्ड नहीं दिया है, तो उसे हम जनरली एक्सपेंस काउंट करेंगे. So let us now understand or bifurcate the accounts given in the question. The first one on the list is Navjivan Commerce College. As I said, name of any artificial person. There is an artificial person. Name of the college has been given. So it is a personal account. Drawings. As I explained in the previous slides, drawings, it is personal account. Cash account, it is your asset. Real account. Donation, you are making an expense, so it is a nominal account. Machine, it is your asset, and hence it is a real account. Land account, you are having a piece of land and it is your asset, and hence it is a real account. Raj Medical Stores or any medical stores, it's a name given, it's an artificial person, so it will be a part of personal account. Salary, expense, nominal. Carriage inward, expense, nominal. Furniture, asset, real. Carriage outward, expense, nominal. Stationery account, expense, nominal. Wages, that is paid to the laborers, expense, nominal. Copyright, intangible asset. Just like copyright, you have goodwill, trademark, they are all the intangible assets. Hence, they are a real account. Interest received, income, nominal. Union Bank, Bank of Baroda, Central Bank, HDFC Bank, any bank. Artificial person, and hence personal account. Rent paid account. You are paying rent. expense, nominal. Shares of any company, it's an investment. So it is an asset. So real account. Discount received, you are getting the benefit. Gain, nominal. Ahmedabad branch, any branch. Artificial person, personal. Bad debts, it is a loss for you. Nominal. Any club, Karnavati club, Rajpath club, whatever it is. Artificial person, personal account. Debtors, personal. Goods distributed as free samples. When you distribute the goods as free samples, it is an expense called advertisement expense. As it is an expense, it is a nominal account. Creditors, personal. Factory expense, nominal. Nilamban, name, personal. Depreciation. Now what is depreciation? The written down value of an asset. आप कोई भी एसेट खरीदते हो, जनरली उसकी वैल्यू ईयर बाय ईयर कम होती जाती है. इट गेट्स रिड्यूस्ड. So it is a loss. Expenses, losses are a part of nominal account. So depreciation, nominal account. So basic rule, personal, real, nominal, as I explained. Personal, name of the person, name of the artificial person, prefix, suffix used. Real, goods and assets. Nominal, expenses, losses, incomes, gains. So on the basis of that, you will be able to identify what type of an account it is. So the next one, from 29 to 40, you can solve it using the same logic, that is personal, real or nominal.
Most important topic of the chapter, and that is the rules of debit credit. These are known as the golden rules of accounts. You need to know what to debit, what to credit, why to debit and why to credit. So if it is a personal account says debit the receiver, credit the giver. The rule of personal account: debit the receiver, credit the giver. For real account, see it is first of all regarding the goods and assets. So if goods or assets are coming in, debit it. If they are going out, credit it. So debit what comes in, credit what goes out. And last one, nominal. Debit the expenses and losses and credit the incomes and gains. So the rules are very clear. These are known as the rules of debit credit, the golden rules of accounting.